Final between Auckland A and Wellington at 5:35 p.m. The Hawke's Bay team defensively, they were very, very strong, conceding just 3 points. They were conservative on attack, but they did all they had to do to get the result and qualify for this semi-final. Hawke's Bay, Ethan Bradley at first 5'8", and Eden, that's the Napier Boys High 9-10 combination that will pair up at under 19 level today. Parsons and Virtue in 4 and 5 respectively will have the responsibility of securing much of the line-out ball for the Hawke's Bay team to get this very exciting backline going. And for Manawatu, well, they were near flawless against Northland, 36 points to 0. Nothing to complain about defensively in their effort, and offensively 36 points is a strong indication of how good they are. They'll be captained by Travis Taylor at hooker, and Angus Taylor and Sam Malcolm, the 9-10 combination. Equally for Manawatu, will have the bulk of responsibility for directing this team around the park. They are tough up front, and they've got some skill and some pace out wide. Ihaka in jersey 15 out of Palmerston North Boys High is a good player. The conditions, Carl Tanana, sideline today.
Yeah, thanks, Ken. Everybody watching at home there is pretty much perfect at the moment. The wind has died right down, and well, the sun is beaming here in Taupo, so I'm sure both of these teams will want to get the ball wide and use the great conditions that are here. Hawke's Bay actually won the toss. They'll be going left, right to left.
So these two very famous provinces of New Zealand rugby in the traditional jerseys, Hawke's Bay in black and white, Manawatu in their green and white. Two provinces with great histories and have made a great contribution to our national game. And we've talked already today, Willie Losse, about a celebration of the next generation of players. These kids are exactly that.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, Ken. It was interesting too, because this tournament is all about making sure that the conditioning, the reconditioning. I know that on the Monday, all of them were at the pool there learning what's required to be a professional athlete. And congratulations to the New Zealand Rugby Union for the initiative of bringing this tournament together. What a wonderful week.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, fellas. Which way are you kicking? Which way are you kicking? Get up. Ready, black? Ready, green?
Sam Malcolm gets play underway, and it's too much on that kick, so we'll be back to halfway. So an early unforced error from Manawatu.
Good call too. You may have heard that through our effects. Mike on the sideline there, leave it. One of the players in behind identifying that it was certainly going out on the full, and so good attacking position here for Hawke's Bay options both sides. But as we know, in the game of rugby, it all comes down to the scrum first.
Fine. 6.
Thomas Eden. Greening off the back for Nick Biss. It's a nice run from Biss. He's into the backfield of the Manawatu defence. A left foot step and a beautiful offload. What a way to start the game for Hawke's Bay. Manawatu kicked out on the full from the attacking scrum. They were positive and inventive down the right side. A wonderful try for Hawke's Bay.
What I liked about this is that the halfback stayed there, so the loose forwards didn't see the number 8 pick and feed. Lovely pass there from Greening, and once Biss got over the advantage line, look at Biss there, he gets the ball inside his own half, and it's about the 60 metre mark inside the Manawatu before he's even touched, and then he just gassed it here. Lovely offload, and Robinson did the rest. That's a beauty, KT.
Oh, it's a good old 8-9 right, wasn't it? And the fullback, look at the footwork there, in and away. A weak tackle. And I thought he'd blown it here. Didn't even look to go to his partner until he took it into contact, but well done. Even though he's got the number 11 jersey, Braxton Robinson, he's playing on the right. What a great start from Hawke's Bay.
Good footwork, a good understanding of where everybody is. A beautiful offload from Biss in the tackle. And then Braxton Robinson with a lovely finish. What a nice try to open the game. Ethan Brady from a long way out. You can do plenty in this game if you're fast, that's for sure. Malcolm. This time a bit conservative. The referee is okay. Nick Biss. Ball was passed back.
Like the positive play from Hawke's Bay, but it was passed back, you're right. And so early error was knocked on, so they had the option there to possibly have the scrum, but they just played on with it. That's the thing that you love about these young men, is that all they want to do is express themselves and play rugby.
Travis Taylor now into midfield. Malcolm shows the ball on the outside. Angus Taylor just able to drag that ball in, but Hawke's Bay onto it quickly. Nice work from Blunsdon. Great job from the loose head prop, and now Eden with an attacking kick. Ihaka. Nice play from Ihaka Henare with a right foot step, and then a bump on the second defender. Jowsey, nice tackle. Now go the right side. Again, it was Warren. Nice continuity from Manawatu to the line again. This is a very good build-up from Manawatu. Angus Taylor goes wide for Malcolm. A cut-out ball into midfield and a little bit of footwork. Manawatu on the fly. They're a chance down this left side. Malcolm hit by Baker. Taylor with a flat ball. It's gone forward.
Well, two errors that Manawatu have made. The ball getting kicked out on the full was the start, and then that one there from the halfback, Angus Taylor. Good build-up, and I love the break here as well. Look at that, stepping off the left foot, and then just the power and the offload. Well, it's a different game now, Carltonana, with regards to the offloads. And, you know, traditional days when I was playing with the old leather balls, we weren't allowed to offload out the back like that.
Yeah, it really is a skill that has developed into the game. Just overrunning, wasn't it, there, unfortunately, for Manawatu, but looking very good. You know, able to string phases together, the green and whites. There'll be no love lost here either, lads. Remember, this is the Hurricanes in the franchise provincial matchup, so neither of these teams will want to lose to each other, so I'm sure it'll be an explosive game.
Big push there, big push. Beat him, Jazzy!
Everywhere you go, there's a turbo. And they're here today as Manawatu with very good field position.
Fine.
It's Hawke's Bay, Eden with the feet at the scrum.
Hold! Coming in!
Good scrum from Manawatu, forcing Green to go off the back, and he's driven. That's great defence from Manawatu. A two-man tackle. And Brady.
No better way to make up for a mistake and doing what their little halfback from Manawatu did, and Manawatu going on with it.
A quick throw, and now Ihaka on the wrap around, a little bit of footwork on the inside. It's a good return from the Manawatu fullback. Now Taylor. There goes wide, some ball play from Mitchell. Good work from Toki. Now Angus Taylor. The narrow blind Malcolm to the line, another flat ball. Headhunter is a handful in midfield. And then an error, there's a knock-on advantage for Hawke's Bay. Brady going wide straight away. Hawke's Bay, they're in to the backfield again of the Manawatu defence. They got forwards running like backs. Jesse Paiwai with a left foot step and a bump. And a couple of players coming on the inside. It's been stolen offside.
Bracket formed.
Well, the pace from the two Paiwais. It was Kalen that gave it to his brother, Jesse. The pace that he showed. Once they went wide, the turnover there, the knock on from Mapu Ilesua from Manawatu. That's where they lost the forward. And have a look at this. Paiwai to Paiwai. The gas gets put on here. He just backs himself, draws in the defender, and let it go. Hawke's Bay's intention today is to play running rugby.
Oh, what a great attitude, though, wasn't it, Willie, from the Hawke's Bay team, straight from the turnover. They're looking to get the ball in, and I like the little delay of pass from the fullback. It was Biss again, who's already made a strong run to set up one try with a nice little offload out the back, right-hand back door. Well, he timed his pass brilliantly to Kalen to just set him alight on this far side of the field.
Listen.
Can't get it to bend around. Both teams with a very positive attitude in this. Malcolm goes long. Greening. Robinson. Biss attacks the line. Biss, he's a good runner, this kid. Only 8 minutes gone, but he's been very busy. And now Petrowski. Eden for Blunsdon, the loose head prop. Eden again under pressure, gets the ball away. Ethan Brady. Ihaka away from the first defender and the second. Taylor. Oh, another unforced error from Manawatu. They've made some errors in this game, and now Petrowski. A nice carry from the front row. They got a narrow blind on the short side, and now Jacob Baker. Eden. Brady to the line and just avoided the big shoulder of Panekula. Power running close to the ruck from Manawatu. That's forward.
Full pass.
Take a bow, David Briggs, the coach of Hawke's Bay. If this is what we're in for over the next 70 minutes, or 60 minutes rather, of course it's 35-minute halves, then strap yourself in. Their attitude, their skill set, and their decision-making has been first class today with a lot of these players. And I like the look of Bradley, but Biss, and there's that big tackle from Panekula. Clearly forward. Two fullbacks look very good early stages, Ihaka and Biss. Not afraid to run with ball in hand.
Fine. 6.
Hold, boy!
Angus Taylor off the back of the scrum. Phillips, and now Hiscox. Sam Malcolm. Biss. Braxton Robinson. Bit of footwork, but then offloads. Biss again, he wraps around on the outside, looking for support on the inside. The pass is loose, but they still have control of the football. Now Brady with a long ball for Paiwai. Paiwai with a little bit of footwork, the inside pass. Didn't find the marker, it stays in the field of play. Now Jack Virtue. Brady misses out a couple of players that got then a very nice offload. Petrowski. Hawke's Bay, they're muscling up on the right side. Brady, right foot step to beat the first defender. Eden. That ball's off a Manawatu hand, so it'll be an advantage for Hawke's Bay. And now Robinson. Robinson goes on the outside, a brilliant individual try from Braxton Robinson. Right place, right time, and right decision from Braxton Robinson gets a double.
Well, they're just strangling Manawatu. That's all you can say. They can't get their hands on the ball. They're dominating territory and possession are Hawke's Bay, and that's why they lead by 10. After 12 minutes, the breakdown, playing to the whistle, and that's been the big thing here, is that they didn't stop there. That's when it was lost forward by Mapuila Sua, and he's the left winger, and so he's out of position. And have a look at the work here from Robinson. He picks it up, looks down that blind side, knew that if he could beat the Popo that was coming across, no contest. Winger on Popo, winger scores every time.
They're just more enthusiastic, and well, Manawatu have been their own worst enemy. They've dropped a number of balls and presented Hawke's Bay with a number of opportunities, and well, they're good enough to get over with Braxton Robinson second. But I like the way they run into the line. They're very physical in the offloads, Willie. That's what's killing Manawatu at the moment. Hawke's Bay offloads.
So no tries in 70 minutes in their 15-3 win over Auckland B Hawke's Bay. And they're sitting on 2 tries in 12 minutes in a game that matters. And look at, there's the ball. It was gone forward off Mapuila Sua. And have a look at Braxton Robinson. This is what you can do when you're fast. And the ball went backwards. Then it went forward, so Manawatu. So another look at Braxton Robinson and with the skill of being quick. Nothing on an inside-outside. See you later, champ. And he's around. It's a great try, great wingers try, taking the defender on the outside.
What's good also, Ken, we speak about this tournament and identification. Well, that's one guy, Braxton Robinson, who probably hasn't been seen on national TV through first team rugby or whatever, and also Nick Biss. These are the sort of kids we want to get exposure to stuff outside of the football field as well. This is a great initiative by the NZRU to get these kids involved and get them going and put their hands up in the professional age.
It is indeed. Coverage of Land Over First 15 rugby on Sky in the last 5 years. We've seen a lot of great kids. And the significance of this tournament is we're going to see even more. And a lot of these boys, they don't come from the traditional First 15s we see a lot of on TV. And a good scrum for Manawatu. Taylor, Malcolm to the line, dummied on the inside, gave it to the outside runner, Henare. He's strong, Henare. He's exposed though on the Hawke's Bay side. He's strong enough to hold the board now. He's lost it forward. Penalised at the end, but he's got some power, Henare.
Good contest, Henare and the 2 Paiwais. We've seen him a couple of hits defensively. Very, very sound. And on that occasion there, he just carries the ball up, carts it up, and just the leg drive there, makes initial contact, doesn't give up there. That's what I like about this young man. Just keeps going, knows that the loose forwards will arrive. He's responsible for getting the ball down. That's where they've got to release. And that's where the penalty occurred. And so Manawatu, their first chance to get some points through the boot of Sam Malcolm.
Dearly needed too, Willie, as the wind starts coming into the face of the number 10, Sam Malcolm, just as he's about to take this kick. They've been forced to make a number of tackles. They're very tired, and I just want to come away with some points. First time they've been down here in a long time.
Here's Sam Malcolm. Finally some reward for their effort. The buckets are happy.
Substitutions.
Looks like in jersey 20 for Hawke's Bay, subs come on. Andrew Eni coming on the flank.
Okay, time's back on.
It's like a rib complaint from one of the Hawke's Bay boys.
Ethan Brady. Oh, Panekula. Another unforced error. Galloway, Hawke's Bay early on, they load up close to the ruck and more with their big man. Petrowski's been busy, the tight head prop. Now Jacob Baker. Eden. Brady to the line and inside ball. Paiwai. Pirouettes out of 2 tackles. Paiwai. Eden. Baker. Petrowski. Lines up a couple of Manawatu defenders. Eden. Galloway. Very physical in these close exchanges. Brady. Good job. It looked like Manawatu lost it. Referee was happy. Now Manawatu concede a penalty. Panekula
came from the kickoff, and he was the same man that knocked the ball forward on that occasion. I thought that he did everything right because he got his body over the ball, and then he just collapsed because I think that someone came in from behind. But initially, I thought he'd done a magnificent job there of getting in. Whatever, look, he's the first man in. He's over the ball there, no problem at all. And then he just flopped. That was the problem. He needed to try and retain his feet. He'll learn that over time. Looks like a good loose forward, though.
He had an excellent game the other day. The Panikula, I think it was against Northam. It was very strong, ran all day too. They're just making it very hard for themselves at the moment, the Turbos. Must start catching balls and creating some pressure. I think they'll be all right.
First kicking success today for Ethan Brady.
Ken, this kid can not only hit in defence, but he can run too, given the opportunity.
Sam Malcolm, a bit of height and a bit of length. And Hawke's Bay have secured the ball, but Angus Taylor working hard. And now Sam Malcolm with a big show of the ball back on the inside. Taylor. Travis Taylor, the captain. This is Angus Taylor. Another short side play.
Errors. That's what's costing them. Uncharacteristic from what they did 3 days ago against Northland, and just the passes aren't sticking, the communication. But also, let's also mention the great defensive work coming in from Hawke's Bay.
Galloway goes long, not much that Eden can do with it. Now the pick and go from Ben Galloway. This is good stuff inside your own half from Hawke's Bay, mature rugby from a young group of athletes as Eden puts the ball back into the Manawatu half. And now Mapui. Lesur on the return. This kid can run the football. Couple of dusty errors, but look at him go with the ball. Angus Taylor. Sam Malcolm. Chance down the right-hand side now. Hiscox. Another long ball for Ihaka. And now Woodmass. And Manawatu giving us a glimpse of how good they are.
Well, he's a big unit. As Alofa Mapuila Sur. Watch this. He just pins his ears back and says, tackle me if you can. Ball in 2 hands. And then the lovely footwork to get rid of some of those would-be tacklers. Someone needed to go straight, though. That was the problem. They just set the target, and then it was so easy to defend for Hawke's Bay. They just drifted out.
Great. 9, 3, 5, 1.
Ben Galloway for Greeny towards the back of the line out.
Yep, thank you.
Well, you mentioned one thing, Ken, that these are young men. And like First 15 Rugby, some of these guys just been out of school a year or so. And this opportunity, and so they're going to learn valuable lessons over this week, both on and off the field. And it just puts New Zealand in, at this level, perhaps a step ahead of the rest of the world.
Oh, Travis Taylor to the back of the line out.
Thank you. Turnover.
To counter ruck, Hawke's Bay outstanding. Brady, Paiwai. Paiwai showed the ball on the inside, Paiwai. And now Robinson. Biss. Eden. Brady. Long into midfield, and then it's lost forward by Hawke's Bay. And now Manawatu with a chance. Brady with a ball out the back door for Panekula. A big blindside flanker, Angus Taylor. Sam Malcolm gets the ball wide quickly for Ihaka. Ihaka long for Woodmass.
No advantage. Number 7 offside. It's over here. Number 7 offside. Points. Shot a goal.
We've highlighted a couple of players from Hawke's Bay, but Henare, the centre's been the standout here from the turnover. He just backed his pace, didn't he? He got the ball and he just ran and ran. And as you mentioned, Carl, Panekula, he looks very, very dangerous with ball in hand.
Just the strength of these young kids. You know, Willie, that's the thing that really does stand out for mine. He set it up well, the two big boys, Henare and Panekula. An opportunity again on this right-hand side if they could manipulate it, Manawatu. Now, this is successful. They go with a one converted try, evening it up.
Penalty successful, Sam Malcolm.
Second consecutive penalty for Sam Malcolm.
Hawke's Bay over Manawatu.
On me. Come on. Stop back up the line.
Couple of good midfields out there for this.
Very famous name too in the Hawke's Bay area, the Pawais. Next generation coming through now.
Nice job. Oh, no, I just thought I'd say nice job from Parsons.
He had to be out, surely.
Okay.
He was in the air, wasn't he?
Oh, you have a look. Look, he's not in play there at all.
He is.
Let's play on, isn't it?
Oh, let's play on. Willie Lawson, rub those glasses.
Mate, tell you what, I might need to go to the optometrist in the morning.
Guys, are you in or out? Move.
Travis Taylor. 5-man line out, goes long. Angus Taylor. Sam Malcolm with a nice cutout ball. Henare shows the ball to the line. It's a good run. Hiscox. Short side play. Work Mitchell, the lock.
Hands away! Hands, number 12.
Better from Manawatu.
Hands.
I'd like to see Sam Malcolm take the ball to the line a little bit more. He's catching and he's a beautiful distributor. His passes are accurate, but the Hawke's Bay defence just drifts off it every time, KT. They're not even holding on him at all. I think he's a real threat. Maybe that's the plan, is to send it wide and then on the odd occasion have a go, but just being used as a distributor, I think he's better than that.
Yeah, I think Henare also was looking for his players on the outside. They're too lateral at the moment. Can you get more direct in their play and cause some confusion in the defence of Hawke's Bay?
Malcolm to the line, gives it short and late, and it's a good drive, a good strong run. They set up some options in midfield. Panekula off the back, gets forward of the advantage line and makes the ball available. Now a narrow blind Henare. Good tackle. Outstanding tackle from
12.
Paiwai.
Rucker formed, hands, number 12.
That's a terrific contest. Henare and Paiwai, Jesse Paiwai. Two big units. They're only young. Boy, they committed. And Paiwai did a brilliant job of wrapping his arms around the ball, going to ground, releasing, and then the steal. That's not out.
Woodmass. Malcolm to the line, a left foot step and then a right foot step and an offload. It's a good run from Malcolm. Angus Taylor, runners on the left side. This is good work. Very positive play from Manawatu. Angus Taylor. Again, they hit that left side.
13 off him.
Taylor, Sam Malcolm, Henare, Beautiful cutout ball for Ihaka. Woodmass, here's a chance. Woodmass, is he quick enough? Ball back on the inside. Ihaka's going to go around under the post. Manawatu with a superb try.
You've got to love it when Sam Malcolm starts running the ball. He received it and he took it to the line, and then he offloaded the first time to Rosewarne, and then they just showed some patience here. Have a look at this. Taking it to the line, then the distribution. So all of a sudden, Hawke's Bay were caught at that stage of actually stopping and looking. Lovely pace here down that right wing. And Ihak has been active, he's been strong, and good reward.
Yeah, it was the first time the Hawke's Bay defence had to stand. They couldn't drift, and they get manipulated with that nice pass left to right from Jordan Henare. Woodmass, when he backed himself with his speed, the defence had to go over and cover him. He took 2 players out. That was the secret. And Jono Ihaka, as a good fullback should do, just following up and receiving that nice pass.
Same again, huh?
It's a beautiful play, isn't it? You've got to accelerate. No substitute for pace, and there's plenty of it on show here between these two teams.
Depth on the beautifully placed close to the touchline. Panekula started from behind the advantage line and just able to get over it. That's a very good carry from the blindside flank of Malcolm. Henare with a nice inside ball. Gee, they're creative, these kids, inside their own quarter, but it's been turned over illegally, and it's a penalty for Manawatu.
Seven out from the break, and they've just been positive now, Manawatu. Finally, they're starting to, passes are starting to stick. They're starting to now play with a lot more confidence is a word that comes to mind there, and you can just see line all over the ball illegally. Line out's been good for Manawatu as well.
Travis Taylor from Mitchell. Malcolm showed the ball to give it short and then gave it long. And Paiwai and Ufa try to hold up the defence, and then Angus Taylor, the halfback, who's been very good today, gets some go forward. Woodmass. Nice job, Rosewarne, Taylor, Malcolm. Along the ground, there's a foot race on, and Ufa only just.
Back to 22.
Lovely option from Malcolm. He's got his game going now. He's confident, he's starting to see the field, and he's seen the ball like it's a watermelon. Just so much time, great options. Just a little bit heavy with the weight. This is a different Manawatu in the last 10 minutes.
Brady goes long. Very long. Slick from Angus Taylor. So Hawke's Bay will throw to an attacking line out with 24 out.
Punny, get out, Punny! One out. Set!
It's a 3-man line out. Ben Galloway. Now Brady. Eden on the wraparound and a decoy runner and a pass that didn't go where it was supposed to, so Paiwai tidies up. Now Brady. Jacob Baker. Just engaging the midfield defence. Brady. Left foot.
Leave it now. Leave it green.
Paiwai for Ben Parsons. Good job, Paiwai. No, it's lost forward. Paiwai did so well to protect that ball as well in the second 5. Just a half a second too long getting there, Thomas Eden.
He wasn't his best sequence there, the number 9. Hawke's Bay, Thomas Eden, but Hawke's Bay look very good with ball in hand, don't they? Very physical.
I like the body positions of the tight 5, in particular the whole forward pack. When they're going in to clean out, they're giving Thomas Eden an armchair ride. Ball has just been presented beautifully.
Angus Taylor, Sam Malkin, a second man play for Henare, who kicks behind this. Nice job, Manawatu.
3 minutes out from Oranges, and this is always the crucial time in rugby. Who gets the psychological advantage? Who goes into the break, finishing the stronger? And Manawatu are playing the game in the right part of the park.
Go, move! 3! 2 out!
Rich, go!
Bunny!
Ben Galloway for Parsons. Brady. We've got forwards operating in midfield. Ene. Good go forward from Hawke's Bay. Eden. Paiwai. A little chip and chase. It goes behind Taylor. Nice bit of skill now. Woodmass with a chip and chase, and ball goes forward. Yes, no, referee says play on.
Come back to this one here.
Liam Mitchell's been everywhere too for Manawatu. He's tall, he's athletic, and he's got a lot of skill for a young man. Boy, talk about work rate. He gets up in the line out, and he almost used his 2 metre frame to pull in a ball. It was clearly lost forward. Good player.
There he is, Liam Mitchell out of Palmerston North Boys High on the left. In the Takawa club. Another good young kid in the system. Liam Mitchell. Thomas Eden.
I want you to bring your space in here, okay? It's on you, that one.
I had the pleasure of knowing Jock Hobbs well, as a number of you at home, and Carl Tanana, Willie Loss as well. He would be very, very pleased with this event in his memory. We are talking about the next generation and the legacy that he was such a strong part of, Jock Hobbs.
Of course, the Rugby World Cup in 2011 would never have been here.
Eden. Brady. Little grubber kick, that's for Paiwai, and Biss as well is on the inside. Dummies, it's a foot race, he's got the ball available back on the inside. Paiwai, a right foot step, a cover tag, oh no! Hawke's Bay, if you be creative, if you're ambitious, if you be positive, you get the rewards. What a try from inside their own quarter, Hawke's Bay.
Are you kidding me? That should be played to every team that wants to know options that you take within your own 22. The lovely little grubber kick from Bradley was what started a set piece that was strong. Bradley with the grubber kick. And where did Biss come from? He's been wanting to get involved in the game, and once it's set up, he got it, and then he had options both ways as well, KT, so they have to score, and they did.
Yeah, it was a good call. Wasn't it one they done at the training park? But what about this kid this first 35 minutes? Hasn't he put his hand up and everything? And to be able to do that over your right shoulder at full pace and put the pass on the money isn't easy. And well, Kalen Paiwai for a strong effort in defence this half. He deserves those opportunities in that dot.
He does indeed, and what a show these kids have given us in the opening 35 minutes. They have been innovative and creative. The quality of the tries has been tremendous. They've only had a 2-day turnaround from the first day of the tournament, and they've turned it on in this first half with Hawke's Bay over Manawatu, leading by 20 points to 13.
Our next crop of rugby talent play for provincial pride in an exciting new competition. The Jock Hobbs Memorial National Under-19 Tournament concludes Saturday, Sky Sport 3.
Father? Do you know the way to the Musketeers' garrison? I have some business to settle on my father's behalf. Fight me or die on your knees!
My father raised me on tales of the great heroism of the Musketeers. You would scarcely believe the stories I can tell. He knows the Musketeer motto. Every man for himself. Come on, shoot, damn you!
The Musketeers, tonight, 8:30 on The Box.
Are we gonna have some fun?
Why does everything in this part of town smell like beer?
This town really gets into your DNA.
Old school still works in Louisiana.
Brand new drama, NCIS New Orleans, coming soon to Prime.
The NRL Grand Final, where common men become legends.
That is a magical rugby league try!
Will it be glory, glory to South Sydney? Or a never-say-die victory to the Dogs of War?
Who else?
The NRL Grand Final, Rabbitohs Bulldogs. Sunday, Sky Sport 2. Brought to you by Woodstock.
Four wonderful tries in the opening 35 minutes, a double for Braxton Robinson, who seemed to set the tone for the quality of the tries with his first one, which was a brilliant team try by Hawke's Bay. They attacked from deep inside their own quarter, and they really set day two of the Jock Hobbs Memorial Tournament alive.
From a set piece, they went to the right-hand flank where Biss initially broke, and then he had the wheels man Robinson on the outside. Look at that, just too quick. Lovely try from Hawke's Bay from the mistake that Manawatu kicked the ball out on the full.
And Nick Biss, he's been all class, this kid, to the line, and look at that offload, and Robinson is all good wingers with the ability to finish on the end. And then he turned creator and finisher for the second try. After they built up some good field position, Hawke's Bay, the ball came loose, back on the side of Hawke's Bay, and then the winger with the pick and go, and have a look at the pace. He goes in and then outside his marker. Great try, great confidence.
That Mapu Ilasua actually kicked it forward, and so he chased it, and he was off out of position. And winger on prop is never an easy contest, and he grabbed a second try, Braxton Robinson.
And then Manawatu, they were always going to have their say. Ihaka's been lively at fullback, and the beautiful cutout ball, they were squeezed for room, but a brilliant run from Woodmass down the right-hand side, keeping the ball alive, and Jody Ihaka with a lovely finish.
Positive attitude from Manawatu to strike back to tie it 13-all, and it was good ball movement as well. That was the key. Ball in two hands, and then the lovely pass. Woodmass had no right to... Well, he speeded down that touchline. He should have been taken out, but he wasn't, and the inside pass to Ihaka meant that Manawatu were well and truly back in this game.
The old boy of Palmerston North Boys High, Jono Ihaka, with a very, very good try. And then have a look at this from inside their own quarter to the line. Brady, it's a grubber kick. Paiwai and Biss are part of the chase team. And look at the work that Biss does. Takes rid of three defenders. Paiwai trailing deep on the inside. And in spite of the attentions of Woodmass, he gets the job done. 20 points to 13, the halftime score. The Jock Hobbs Trophy, what a player. 39 games for the All Blacks, including 21 tests. Graham Murray, 61 games, including 21 tests. Michael Jones, 74 games, 55 tests. Three of the greatest open side flankers the world has ever seen.
And as we look at the stats, pretty even through territory and possession. Also the breakdown. The one that'd be frustrating for Fusi Feonati is the handling errors there. 8-2-1 is where Manawatu are letting themselves down. And the mistake was pretty even as well. That's the reason why we're in a close contest here. Two quality sides.
So just the 7 points separating these two sides. The coach of Manawatu is sidelined with Carl Tinana.
With such a short turnaround, the boys come out a bit slow.
Yeah, we did. We coughed up a bit of pill in some bad places, and we offered them field position pretty much straight off the bat too, straight off that first kickoff.
Got to be happy with the resilience, though, to be able to come back with their try.
Yeah, we slowly grinded our way back into the game, but then we learned those points just before half time, which is a bit of a sort of momentum killer for us.
So, Coach, how do you get the second half and get the win?
Yeah, the boys have gone out there. We've got to increase our urgency, get our work rate up, and really work hard off the ball to be able to maintain that position and build some phases.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Fusi Feonati, the coach of Manawatu, and what a player he was in his day, going back to Wellington Club Rugby.
Did he run around you a couple of times?
He ran around me plenty of times. Fusi Feonati, he was a tremendous midfield and outside back, and kids at Manawatu, they couldn't want for a better mentor. There are some tremendous coaches on show at this tournament. This year, the inaugural Jock Hobbs Memorial Tournament, where we show you so Brady. See, conditions are very conducive to running a football. 4 tries in the first half, 3 tries to 1. The quality of the attack has been tremendous.
And I'd imagine David Briggs, the Hawke's Bay coach, will be thrilled and asking them to give another good 35 minutes. They started the half brilliantly and they finished it. So let's see what happens in the second 35.
Brady, they lose the ball forward, so an early advantage for Manawatu. Taylor. Malcolm. Picks out Nick Biss. Robinson available and takes on Henare. Eden. It's a good carry. Very good carry. Parsons. Eden. A couple of decoy runners for Brady. Ethan coming back towards the big men to reset. Take it Baker with the tip on. Again, the forwards line up on the left. Virtue. Eden. Parsons. Eden to the line. Eden pitches a few metres. Pick and go from Hawke's Bay, so they're happy just to stay down the centre of the park. It's a very, very good carry from Greening. Just beyond the 5 metre. They're trying to muscle their way over now, Hawke's Bay. This will test the resilience of the Manawatu defence. Hawke's Bay, there in numbers, body behind the ball. And a strong statement to open the second half.
That's total team try, 10 phases. Manawatu tried to kick the ball from their own 22 from the original mistake from the kickoff. And wow, Kelly Petrosky, he carried half the Manawatu team with him over the try line. And that's just positive play, but it's also classy play from Hawke's Bay, because they just stayed patient and then they just got the big boys involved, KT.
Liz has David Briggs, the former Waikato and chief props, written all over it, uncompromising and just hard, tough grind. And that's what this 4-pack for Hawke's Bay have been today so far. Very tight. And in that area of play, I think they've really excelled. But Petrosky, he's been good in all facets today, especially his core responsibilities too. Willie for mine, he's given them a good solid platform to launch from come scrum time, is lifting. He's had a tight air prop getting the getting the plaudits. 5-pointer, good boy.
Brady. Close.
The Hawke's Bay wanting to add the Michael Jones Cup to their trophy cabinet with the Ranfurly Shield that of course goes on the line tonight.
Hey, they might not have it for much longer. Come on. Come on the lines.
Sam Malcolm. Underneath that, Parsons.
Heads away!
Petrowski. He's been good though. Petrowski. Paiwai gets Letchell to try to get on the outside. Now Blunsdon.
20 off! Sorry. I called 20 off and he stayed on the ball. I called 20 off.
One of the replacements there, Daniel Moore, with his first chance.
I called hands away.
But if you watch the television screen over the last 4 minutes of the second half, or the first 4 minutes of the second half, the Magpies are just sending so many more players into the rucks. They're a lot quicker at getting to the breakdown, and that's the reason why they lead by 12.
Hold this down. Make the 10.
A three-man line-out called by Hawke's Bay. Galloway. Eden gets it on the second grab.
Hands off!
Galloway. Yep. Brady for Jacob Baker.
Balls out, play on.
Again, Galloway plays halfback. Paiwai couldn't get it. So Manawatu with a knock-on advantage.
15 off, 15. Advantage over.
The sewer. Now Manawatu. And an untidy offload. Braxton Robinson looking for a narrow gap.
Release.
Belted by Phillips. Eden.
No advantage, we'll come back to knock on.
1 or 2 in that attacking set. Ken just looked a bit wayward. No real plan of attack. It was all just along the chain, and it's too easy for the defence of Hawke's Bay, who drifted quite well today. There's the knock on and turnover, and Paiwai just putting it in, and I think that's been a difference today for mine. The defence, and especially scrambling defence from Hawke's Bay, has been very organised.
The winner of this game will play in the final of the Michael Jones Trophy. That final coming to you at 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. Live on Sky Sports 3 as Eden at the base of the scrum. Brady to the line. Paiwai. Inside ball. Inventive football from Hawke's Bay. Paiwai's gone down. The ball's been turned over. Hawke's Bay with a opportunity now to do some defence after their attack looks so good. Taylor. Angus Taylor. Travis Taylor. Sam Malcolm standing left. Shifts the ball back to Jono Ihaka with a cut-out ball for Henare. Henare's big and he's strong, the centre. Angus Taylor. Now Liam Mitchell. Mitchell, the big left hand available. It's a great ball for Phillips. Manawatu showing how good they are. Mitchell to the line. It's a great ball. It's a great run. Angus Taylor. Sam Malcolm. They've loaded up the left side. Mapui Lasua. He's 4 metres out. Angus Taylor. He goes wide. They got front rowers. A little show and go. The tackle on Henry's a good one. Manawatu with a great opportunity to strike back. Now the pick and go. They're just a metre out. Another show of power from Moore, the strike given. Great play from Manawatu.
That's quality play. And what an impact he's made since he's come on the field. Daniel Moore thought that he could have got one a little earlier, and it all came from a Hawke's Bay mistake. The turnover was costly. The patience by these young men was brilliant. And have a look at it here. The ball's down. He's been one of their best today. Angus Taylor straight in on the ball, the little number 9. You can't question his commitment and his ability to steal the ball when they needed to. Then they rumbled it up through the concrete mixers. Lovely hit, spin, never gave up there, and then just put his big mid out and scored.
Yeah, well, Coach Fuanati asked for urgency, and look at that. That's all determination in the want. And Daniel Moore has put his team right back in the mix.
Well, you can't coach a desire. You can teach a lot of things. You can't coach a kid to keep going and do whatever he has to get the job done. Daniel Moore, an effort on an effort, and gets the reward with a try.
Time off. Go, brother.
Kalen Pywhite, the man that he hasn't recovered. The ankle as well, and here's the injury. The inside pass there, you can see him to the left of your picture, and just there, getting caught in the defender that came across. That's purely by accident, and there he's trying to get out the way, and just see his ankle give way. You see the excruciating pain on his face. Thankfully, he's walking off.
Well, he's been good today in all facets, haven't he? Not Pywhite. He's going to be replaced in jersey 22 by Dylan Ramsey. Looks like he'll go back to fullback.
Just an update on the other semi-final. Southland hit 14 points to 3 over the Heartlands team. The winner of that game will meet the winner of this game on Saturday at 3:30 on Sky Sport. 3 as Hawke's Bay once again be positive with the football inside the Manawatu quarter.
Greening's been a standout player for me in the Hawke's Bay pack. MC Greening, we saw his contribution as a distributor when they scored their first try down the flank to Robinson on that occasion there as a ball carrier. He's big, he's strong, he makes good decisions.
And Travis Taylor, but it's one against the throw by Virtue. Now Jacob Baker. Eden. Another short side play.
Get line! Get line!
Galloway. A very good field position. Andrew Ine is driven back. Good defence, Travis Taylor. It's uncompromising in the middle of that close contact area. Pane Kula. And now Greening. Eden. Brady. Biss shows the ball on the outside. He's not held. Biss tries to offload in the tackle.
Unlucky.
Well, he doesn't look out of place moving into the 3 quarters, does Nick Biss. Just so dangerous in space. Have a look at this. Nothing on. Step, accelerate, and then look to offload, and Hinade just knocks it forward there. Dangerous signs for Manawatu.
You know who he reminds me of? And it's just the way he runs.
Let's go, gentlemen.
And the way about him, his stature, is Richard Buckman, another guy who goes pretty well for the ITM Cup Hawke's Bay team, the Highlander. It's unassuming speed.
Quote! Bind! 6! Hold!
Thomas Eden. Ethan Brady. Produced the ball late for Pywhite, but they've got great field position. They've loaded up the left. Baker. It's a more. They need to find the ground or run the risk of losing the ball. Hawke's Bay. Again at narrow, blind side.
Flag up.
Sorry, boys. Airways. Airways. Airways.
Bit of defence there from Manawatu coming forward. Their line speed was good and they shut down the options for Hawke's Bay. Looks like Manawatu are going to make a couple of subs here in a minute.
Go, Liam. Go, Liam. Watch out, man. Airways. Airways. What?
Travis Taylor for Phillips at the back of the line out for Manawatu. Angus Taylor from inside the 22. That's as good an exit strategy out of your own 22 as you'll see.
Hawke's Bay making a sub here actually. Boys in jersey 23. So Lowe's on, replacing the right winger Offa. Big one here for Manawatu. Looks like their number 8.
Green 8 as well, please. Green 8.
It's going to come off. No number, Blake Phillips. He's been replaced in jersey 21 by Benedict Grant.
They lose a bit of bulk and also size in the back there, so no doubt in my mind that Benedict Grant is one of those grafters, and that's why he's going to look to be on the open side flank.
So Parsons with the line out win. Brady showed the ball on the inside before giving it late. Eden. A little second man play for Andrew Ine. It's a good run from Ine. Very good carry over the advantage line.
And I like this kid, Benedict Grant, already. He's only been on the field 30 seconds. I don't want to pump him up too much, but he got to the ball very, very quickly and then almost got the turnover. And then on that occasion, when he heard that it's a maul, he just went racing in. Have a look at him. He's not in the pitch at the moment. He's looking out, and then he hears the referee say maul, and he just sprints in and knows that if he can hold it up and it doesn't come out, they get the scrum.
Yeah, Manaki Selby Rickard also on for jersey 19 for Manawatu, replacing Mitchell. Looks like the props come on for Hawke's Bay as well. Sean Morrison in jersey 17. Replacing Blunston in jersey 1.
Crouch. Bind. Six.
Angus Taylor. Interesting acquisition. Played all his junior rugby at Perth in Western Australia, where he was an age grade representative. And now Eden with some hustle at the back of the Manawatu scrum. Manawatu Mapula down the left side. He's got a runner coming on the inside. Doesn't need him. Alofa Mapele Sua will do it all himself. This kid who had a sensational carry on the first half gets a sensational try in the second. Mapuila Sua.
I thought they'd made a mistake coming back the blind because they certainly had numbers out on the open side. But they know better than me, and they know that they've just got to get the ball into the hands of this man here. The lovely offload, and he just played with the touchline there, bounced off Robinson initially, and then he had Ramsey in, out, see you later. Big and strong and powerful. What a finish.
Well, he showed all the skills that a winger needs. Firstly, it's the power. Look at that. He doesn't stop his legs pumping. And then he holds the ball in 2 hands, distributes, doesn't need it, and he has the swerve to go round. The replacement fullback, Ramsey. Back-to-back tries, the turbos.
Malcolm. Yes. 25 all.
What a terrific contest from these two teams, desperate to have the right to play in the final. It's quality rugby. And you've spoken about a lot of things you can't coach. One of them is determination. The other one's power and pace, and this kid's got plenty of both.
18-year-old Julian Savia playing on the left wing for Manawatu as Hawke's Bay go
backwards.
Long on the kick, but it's secured by Manawatu. Taylor. Malcolm. Henare. Loses the ball in the tackle. Hawke's Bay. Paiwai. Paiwai. Thomas Eden. Then Brady quickly gets away from Panekula. Eden. Petrowski, he's had a good game. Petrowski. Eden. Brady. Then Galloway. Eden pinches 3 or 4 meters and then gets tapped for his troubles as Taylor with an attacking kick behind Braxton Robinson. Braxton Robinson does well, puts a left foot step on Mapuela Sua. Now Robinson on the counter attack.
Quality play. Now they're going on with it. Manawatu.
Malcolm quickly shuffles it for Ihaka. The chip and chase. Ihaka needs a good bounce. Offer. Oh, great job. Parsons back there in cover.
21 off. No heads now. Inside.
Partially charged down. Manawatu now with a chance. It's Cox. Henare. Manawatu, numbers on the left-hand side if they want to go there. Yes, they do. Henry. Malcolm. Short ball for Henare. Strong Henare offloads in the tackle. Taylor. And now Rosewarne. Taylor. Another pick and go.
Use it.
Oh, Daniel Moore. Good low body position for a big guy.
Hands off.
Now Mapi. Masura, the front rower. And keeping it close. Taylor. Moore. Got a footwork on his opposite. Parsons. 7 meters out. Taylor. Sam Malcolm to the line. Malcolm shows right foot step. Promotes the ball and the tackle. It's Cox. Great play, Manawatu. Nice and patient and powerful with the forwards, and they're very skillful and classy from the backs.
Hawke's Bay started so strong in both halves, and Manawatu coming home with a wet sail. The charge down was where it all started. And you've got to say that Parsons did a brilliant job for Hawke's Bay to initially get back the big lock and retrieve the ball. But once the charge down occurred, it was 9 patient phases. And look at this. One of the replacements that's come on, Selby Rickett knocked it forward. And this is good patient play from Manawatu. They deserved it. He stepped and he went. Malcolm's timed his runs today. And that's what I've liked about the first 5 from Manawatu. He's made good decisions.
And Malcolm, how quickly the game can change.
Just a change here, lads, for Hawke's Bay on in jersey 21. Josh Kennedy replacing the halfback, Thomas Eden.
Enforced.
Post Pedruski's try, Manawatu, or Hawke's Bay rather, just haven't had possession. Manawatu, 3 occasions, 3 tries, and it just perpetuates and just adds to more problems.
They're just echoing what their coach asked them to, aren't they, Willie Fusi Fuanati? And he does talk, obviously. These kids respect and listen. He asks for more urgency, for more determination. And that's exactly what they're giving them. There's no secret why they're ahead by 1 converted try now. 3 unanswered tries, Manawatu, so you can't argue with that. Still a long way to go here, but a great attacking opportunity to put the icing on.
Crouch. Bind.
Got 3 here. Up, boys. Wait.
Sit.
Hold.
Stay behind
Angus
him.
Taylor. Malcolm on the fly. Malcolm, and then a grubber kick along the ground and
Play on.
not secure. It's like a tin ball. But Manawatu, Taylor. Forwards available on the blind side. They carry the ball well, the Manawatu forwards. They really ask questions of the Hawke's Bay defence. Now Malcolm's deep. Another grubber kick behind Robinson. The chase coming from Hiscox, Henare, and Mapui Lasua. Josh Kennedy.
Inside.
Brady.
All the time in the world, brother.
Ball goes behind Malcolm.
Stay out.
Not out. Robinson on the return. Loses the ball in the tackle. Good job, Henare in defence.
He'd run 10 metres, so all the players are on side. Robinson did everything right. Lovely catch from the air, and then he just ran into one of the bigger midfielders here and lost the ball.
Well, in the first half, Willie was Manawatu dropping all the pill and not being able to get any continuity. Well, the second half has been all Hawke's Bay, where they just can't hold on to the ball.
Well, they need to get the ball into the hands of Biss and Brady. They're the two playmakers out wide.
Sorry. Let's props back now. Guys, thank you. Let's go.
Territory in favour
Black,
of
let's go.
Manawatu. Possession in favour of Hawke's Bay. Big production area. Missed tackles are all level. Just one try separating the two teams. The closeness of the contest is reflected in those numbers we've just shown you. 13 minutes to go, and both teams with plenty of attack in them. So Angus Taylor's been good today, the Manawatu halfback. Taylor for Mapi Lasua.
Heads away.
Into midfield. Now there's skillful forwards from Manawatu.
8 off it now. 8. Leave it now.
Taylor. Henry.
2 off. 2. Leave it now. I called leave it twice.
Just leads to ill discipline and frustration when you can't get your hands on the ball, and Manawatu are just playing a brilliant style of rugby, suffocating Hawke's Bay, pretty much doing what they got treated in the first half here. And you see the replacements that have come on. Selby Ricketts been good. Henry on that occasion in the carry. That's a ruck. You can't have your hands in there. And Paiwai, well, he said that it was off the ground, but the referee had said it was a ruck and you have to leave it alone. Now an opportunity for Sam Malcolm to push it outside that 7-point buffer.
It's a good point you make, though, Willie. It was such a short turnaround, 3 days since these kids last played. It has been a whole squad effort, not just the starting 15. Guys that come on, Selby Rickett, Daniel Moore, Benedict Grant, have made a positive impact for Manawatu.
Sam Malcolm.
Yes, Sammy.
Yes. Out of Wanganui High School, playing for the University Club in the Manawatu. Sam Malcolm.
Number 2, substitution. Number 2.
Teddy Joel there coming on for Hawke's Bay. Jersey 16. He's replacing Ben Galloway.
Brady goes long. Malcolm.
Wait here, Greg. Thank you.
There's a poise and a composure about Malcolm that I like.
Mentioned in the first half that his distribution and his ability to feed the backs, but when he's taken on the line, when he's decided to have a go, it's resulted in points. He's a quality first five, there's no doubt about that, and he's only going to get better. We're witnessing the celebration of the next generation here at the Jock Hobbs Memorial.
We are indeed. These kids, average age 18, turning 19 this year, and they've given us a great show so far. Hawke's Bay finally with a chance to win this, maybe. They're here, but it's tough.
No, we've got players off 50. Players on both sides.
Look at the little halfback clapping his hands, Angus Taylor. And he's going over and celebrating with his big forward pack as well. Look at him. He's a yapper, and he's also positive. That counter ruck from Manawatu was good. That was a good contest.
Well, he hasn't shied away from the tough stuff either, has he? Well, he's had a couple of turnovers himself. He's been right amongst it. That's what the forwards want, after some hard graft. He's other than the ones that ultimately have a say in this game, who determines who wins and who doesn't, because you have to earn the right to go wide, and these guys have done the job so far today for Manawatu.
Fine. 6.
That's good work in defence from Manawatu. Kula, great play from the blindside flanker.
Heads out now.
Perfect timing on the hit. Taylor with a little attacking kick behind Braxton Robinson. It's a difficult bounce for Robinson, and it's a good contest by Taylor.
Heads away now.
But Braxton Robinson comes away with the ball. And now Kennedy. Ihaka to the line. Ihaka offloads from the ground. A good shot from Joel. But Manawatu again in good position. Sam Malcolm just shifts the ball quickly left to right. Manawatu on the charge. 8 metres out.
Leave it now.
Taylor. Got forwards waiting at first receiver. Travis Taylor, the captain. Now the pick and go, 2.5 metres out. Manawatu. Can they put the game away at this point here? Manawatu, yes! Yes, they're going to do it! Look at the delight on their faces. Woodmass with the finish. Nice and patient. Their big men working hard. Dragging in defenders, and a little gap for Woodmass. Good enough, quick enough, and fast enough to get the job done.
A beautiful play. I think it was Hiscox who was the last man at the chain, because it was Woodmass who actually straightened the line here. The break, the initial break, and have a look there inside. And then the pass, and so, well, it's a try-fest here. Have a look at this. He straightens there, drawing in the last defender. And it is the second five, Patrick Hiscox, his second of the game. And there's the celebration between the two. Lovely line, KT.
Oh, great ball movement. And great skills there to pass under pressure. Everyone running nice lines. That was the secret, Willie. Running into holes. You got the overlap, and if you're able to manipulate it and get the ball through, then it's always going to be a try.
12 and 13 for Manawatu. Hiscox and Hednade have been very, very impressive. Combination of Taylor and Malcolm has been tremendous. 4 tries they've scored now in 20 minutes. And Malcolm keeps that scoreboard ticking over.
Substitutions 5 and 3, please.
A couple of changes here for Hawke's Bay also. In jersey 18, Simeon's on, and also in jersey 19, Cooper. But it's making the very hard look very easy, and that's what that was. That's why I'm so impressed with that try there. Good passing in front, at speed, running holes.
Brady has gone forward. 42-25, the deficit is 17, less than 6. Hawke's Bay need to score in the next couple of minutes.
Ken, you've been around the secondary school scene now for the 5 years that it's been broadcast on Sky Television, and these kids a year or so just out of school, what's the key to keeping them involved in the game, but also more importantly, making sure they don't lose a lot of the skills and a lot of the flair that they have?
Well, this tournament is critical to do that. That's why it was established, because they're very worried about those kids coming out of the secondary school system at their end of year 13, and they're not ready to play top level rugby, and they needed to find almost a halfway house or pathway or whatever description you want to use it to allow them to grow and develop their skills, and this is ideal. You know, all of these kids are a year older and a year stronger out of first 15 rugby in the last couple of years. And the number that we're seeing today will be in the ITM Cup next year, and some of them already are ITM Cup players that we will see today. Harrison Levine playing for Waikato, Lemi Apisai playing for Wellington. These kids have already played ITM Cup rugby in 2014.
One guy's going to get a couple of minutes now at the end of this game for Manawatu, jersey 17, Jeremiah Soa.
He's not little.
Looks like he can bench more in one arm than you did with both arms today at the gym, Luce.
Easy.
And Russell with the throw for...
Isn't it been a totally different team though, lads, this Manawatu side in the second 35 minutes. Just their attitude, their commitment, been able to hold on to the ball, really has stood out, and they've stopped the offloads from Hawke's Bay too.
Straight with you on, okay? Screen straight with you, okay? Good.
Well, interesting stat we've just been told is that their victory 3 days ago, they scored 5 tries, 5 again in this match, and it's come from 7 different players, and so what a threat they will be in that final on Saturday, 3:30, live on Sky Sport 3.
18, no binds. 18, no binds.
Of course, if you'd known that already, William, you wouldn't need it to have been told.
3.5.
10 tries in 2 games, 35-minute halves. It's the way that they play. They're confident. They're prepared to express themselves. Love the way that they play. Unfortunately, in time will come, we will coach all the skill out of them as we focus on winning, looking after the ball and kicking in the corners, and giving the football to brainless forwards like Willie Losse to charge up the middle of the park.
He was the best decoy in provincial rugby, Willie Losse, but he is the guy who's been good today. Patrick Hiscock, he's come off. And he's been replaced by Harrison Bryant, jersey 22.
So Sam Malcolm now, Mapuri Lasua down the left side. This winger is in great form today. Angus Taylor, Sam Malcolm at first receiver, double pumps the football, takes on the tackle. Taylor, chance now down the right side. It's Woodmass at first receiver, Ihaka. Loses the ball in the tackle.
Lost forward.
Great confidence. Yeah, just their ability to find the space. Mapuila Sua, he's always going to take at least 2 or 3 defenders, and this is where it just breaks down.
Let's go, guys, okay?
And their coach, Fusi Farinati, he asked them to be more patient to build phases, and they've done that on a number of occasions, hence the reason why they lead by 17. Jason O'Halloran will no doubt be taping and watching this. Ken, got some players to recruit in the next few years.
He most certainly will. Jason O'Halloran, he's got a very good understanding of college rugby and the youth network, not only in Manawatu but all around New Zealand, as Hawke's Bay launch an attack from inside their own quarter. Here they come again. And now Henare with the tackle. The offload is a good one, and some big contacts. Oh, Hawke's Bay, they're just throwing.
Thank you. No, I've got a minute and a half to go, guys.
Not only the option for provincial pride, KT, but no doubt Gordon Titchens will also be delighted that this tournament is available, because there have been a few players, a number of players that have certainly put their hand up, wouldn't look out of place in a sevens jersey.
Oh, for sure, Willie. That goes right across the park, whether it be sevens, 15s, ITM Cup, whatever. There'll be a lot of coaches, a lot of people watching us, and as Ken alluded to, that's the reason why it has been created. But I'm really impressed with a couple kids on show today that I've never heard of. Nick Biss really stands out for mine.
Hold square.
Scrum from Hawke's Bay. Taylor drop to the right-hand side to the line. Taylor. Good tackle in there.
Hold it, hold it.
And they got
East again.
deep forwards who are skillful with the ball. It's Woodmass playing halfback. Malcolm just ducks under the tackle of Josh Kennedy. Manawatu very composed with the football. Benedict Grant. Well, Daniel Moore, physical. Nice, nice. Malcolm to the line, a little show of the ball on the outside. We love it when it gets tough. Now Manawatu in great position, the pick and go. Grant goes again, throws himself at the Manawatu. Attacking line is Selby Rickett. Henare with an offload on the wraparound. Moore deserves another try. There's an advantage with Hawke's Bay. Well, what a show they've given us today.